This podcast is sponsored by Darling Eyewear. Activate your alter ego with Darling Eyewear and start seeing life through a different set of lenses. Shop darlingeyewear.com. Tell them Demetrius Lee and Angela Lee in the Lee Life Experience Podcast sent you. Thank you.
Hi, welcome to a new episode of the Lee Life Experience Podcast. You have Angie and Demetrius here, and we will be your host and co-host for the evening. We want to say thank you. Those of you, if you're new here, hey, how you doing? Welcome. But if you are some of our A1 since day one, and we want to tell you thank you for riding with us. We want to be able to tell you that if you have been liking what you're hearing, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you like to get your topics heard and you don't quite agree with what Demetrius and I are saying, then please come and be a guest. You can come anonymously, or if you want to be able to show and make your presence known, you want to do that by texting 833-370-1608. Put relationships without an S in the comments, and I promise you, we will get to you shortly. So again, Demetrius, how you doing today?
I'm loving the Honey Bunch. How about yourself?
I'm wonderful.
You don't sound like it.
I am. I'm just getting over bad food poisoning, so I'm wonderful.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
Well, what we got today, baby?
All
hey,
right.
hey, what you got for me today?
All
I know what
right.
you got. Hold on. I know what you got for me. I want you to go ahead, do your thing. We come there. We get there.
All right, I want to go ahead. We're gonna have this here is kind of like a plot twist. We have had somebody to write in from Jacksonville, Florida. They emailed, but they were referring to a video. So I had to go and do some scraping of this video. So, and it's again a woman perspective and his perspective, and then he would like our perspective. He would like our perspective. So I'm gonna read off the email first, and then Demetrius will play the video, and then we'll come back in order for us to be able to say exactly what our response is to both of their emails and what we think about the topic. Dear Lee family, my name is Michael, and I'm reaching out from Jacksonville, Florida. Over the past 2 years, I have been following your journey and social media updates. I really appreciate the transparency and the wisdom that you share. Lately, I have been recurring that I find quite interesting. Interesting. Goodness, getting tongue tied. Yeah, it revolves around women talking about wanting a high value man, a high value or wealthy man. Yet many seem to offer very little in return. Often labeled as low value women, as a wealthy man in my 40s and have earned my lifestyle through hard work. I have noticed that this narrative is starting to bother me. It feels like some women are looking for a cash cow rather than a genuine connection or a mutual respect. I love to hear your thoughts on the topic. Do you think that there is a real issue with the expectation versus reality in the situation? How do you think we can foster more authentic relationships instead of a superficial exchange? Thank you for taking the time to read my message and looking forward for y'all insight. Sincerely, Michael from Jacksonville, Florida. So Demetrius, I'm going to play this video. So hold your thoughts. Go ahead and take your notes. And then we'll come back and then we'll reference what Michael say versus what this young lady says and come back with the Lee Life Experience.
All right. Let's do it.
All right. Let me see. I got it. Let's see. Share here.
Y'all please subscribe and like. Get this thing passed around.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Let me see. Can I bring it up a little bit?
Pissed off some women that's in my comments when I made these broke women posts. As long as I'm on here talking about the men ain't giving y'all nothing to ride and all of that, and talking about how men is nothing and this and that. Y'all all right, but when I start bringing y'all into accountability, because I'm gonna tell you, my page ain't for women and it ain't for men. It's to bring people into accountability. Number one, I'm gonna say this and I ain't gonna never say it no more. When you come to my comments, you better come and you better walk and you better type with respect. Anything that comes any other type of way, this is not what you want. This is not the where you want to come and be. Think that you're gonna get a trophy in the bottom. I'm telling you that on God. Number two, if I am not a realist and I'm pessimistic or whatever you was calling me and saying that I don't understand women's challenges, let me break this down for you. With your children not having nothing to eat is not a woman challenge. I'm going to tell you something that your mama ain't never told you. If you broke, stop having kids. And I ain't taking that back either. If you ain't got shit, stop laying on your fucking back and acting like your life is okay. Stop asking men for money. Stop pressing men for money and telling men they should be something when you ain't shit. If you don't do nothing with your life, that's your fucking problem. You hear me? If you get up every day and you continue to have kids, or I can see if you had one and you keep saying, well, that's a woman challenge, it's a challenge of life. We all got our fucking challenges, but we don't sit around and continue to suck and fuck and use people and push men down and tell men that they gotta support us because we didn't make the fucking decision that we needed to make in our life. It is not no life challenge. It is not women life challenges when you sit up and continue to have kids and know you ain't got shit in the first place. It is not women life challenge. You are fucking lazy. You 25, 35, 45 years old and you are flat, broke, lazy, and you want a nigga to come and save you. And these men ain't saving y'all the way that they used to save y'all. So now y'all pissed off. And then if you do get these women out here that these men are saving, that they say that these men are taking care of everything in the house, you still with a man that's taking care of everything and he still don't love you and want your ass. He basically used you for a maid to take care of his kids and see what he gotta see. He still don't want you. So y'all big mad, you are uninspired, you are low vibrational, you don't want nothing in life, and you want a nigga to take care of you, so you get what you deserve. Goodbye. Don't you want me to snap on this motherfucker because on God ain't so everybody ain't gonna be happy. I'm gonna cut motherfuckers deep. You hear me? Because for one thing, I get off my fucking ass every fucking day and work. I got kids, I got a husband, I can have the same excuses you got, but I don't lay on my back and I don't make excuses. This is not what you want. Get up off of my page.
Other guys who spend all their time pandering to women. From you, Patrick.
Honey Bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. What could that with that Honey Bunch?
She was a straight shooter.
Who you think her target was for? Who was she talking to?
The women who she talking to, the broke women who complaining.
And that's what that dude, that's what that dude talking about. Not what she said, but he's saying here, like he said in that video, women like to look for him. They're trying to talk to him. Because he wealthy and successful, like he want to be with them. So kind of like to me, she's telling them women, get up off yo, you know what? Quit trying to look for a cash cow, looking for a meal ticket. I don't know why women do that. And what made them think that they special, that they can come in because they can cook, they can clean, and maybe they can have sex real good. That's all you got. You can't contribute to no land, a house. You can't help the baby go to college, the child. Then you come with two more kids, the two of them baby daddy, knocking on my door, want to see their kid come and get them. Who? Oh, that's funny.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's true. I mean, you think a high value man want to be with y'all. Now, I don't know who told them stepping on this podcast. You heard that sound a hit dog holler. But y'all, we just holler. I'm talking to you. Whoever getting offended what I'm saying, I'm talking to you. Get your ass out of your butt and get a job. Do something. Y'all mad at President Trump because he cutting out the WIC, the welfare. You think I feel sorry for y'all? No, I don't. Now you sick? If you sick, something wrong, yeah, you need to be on welfare.
But if they're able-bodied.
You able-bodied, your ass better have a damn either some keys in your hand or getting a damn bus ticket. Get to your damn job. Get to a job. Cause I'm not been to going there getting food. I'm in the line. Y'all got 2 buckets of damn food. I got to wait for 5 minutes. And then y'all put out, I got to put out my cash. Y'all put out a damn EBT card. That shit over now. It's new sheriff in town. And his name President Trump. And yep, and I love Trump to a certain extent.
Are you gonna go live saying
yeah,
that?
I'm going live.
Oh my God.
I say to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Trump got the right idea and certain things. Now, something I don't like what he do. But right now, I got to give him credit. He got more good things he doing than bad things in my book. And y'all women, men, getting Medicaid, all that shit is over. He said, you want Medicaid? Go do 20-hour service. Do 20-hour service a week. And you get your Medicaid. Have y'all men good and strong. You don't want to go to work. You know, and women, y'all laying around there, y'all can go to work too. You got them babies, they got daycare, they got, the kids in school, but you want to lay around there. So come with that man saying y'all looking for people like him. Hell, like me too here, but can't get me. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna let my White House on. I got a video that woman got me pumped up. She put the gas on me. 100 bucks. Now you go ahead, you go on fridge out. Cause I know you got to agree with me. You know that shit wrong with them women thinking like that. I gotta hear what you gotta say.
I don't agree with you. And
Do you agree with her then?
Well, some things I agree with. Some things she said. I'm gonna just tell you, it's some good people and some bad people, regardless of the race.
What they got to do with that working?
Hold on. No, I'm saying with the poor intent.
Oh, okay.
With the poor intent. And I'm saying it because I was a person that received WIC. I was a person that received food stamps. I was a person that received Medicaid. Because at that time I was underage. Well, I'm not underage. I had my child at 21. And so those services were there and I was able to get them without having to stress about paying for those. So those services was good indeed. Granted, I only have one child. My son is 27 years old.
Why you stay on it? Why you live on it?
Well, wait a minute, but I'm going to tell you even the reason why I got on food stamps. I got on food stamps not necessarily because I need it. I got on food stamps because the lady who was keeping my child at the time, shout out to in honor of blessings in memory of Miss Gussie Haddon. She was watching our son, and at the time that she was watching our son, she went ahead and she was trying to get food stamps. I took her out there to get food stamps, and they gave her I think whatever it was, they didn't give her anything, and it was like it wasn't enough. And so I was like, so I got mad about it, and I was like, I go in there and I see where they give me some. Cause she came back to the car and she was like, this is all they gave me, like 1 can or whatever it was. And so I went and signed up. And you know what I did with it? I would give her half the food stamps off of it because I wasn't cooking. So my thing is I shared it with everybody else. A lot of people benefited from the food stamps that I had because I gave it to the people who was in need. Now, did I personally need the food stamps? Because I was able-bodied, but I felt bad because here I was able-bodied and I think I might have been working the mini shift at that time. But you turned down this elderly lady who that she wasn't in any physical state to be standing up and doing no whole hard labor working, and she should have been guaranteed to get some, but she wasn't. But you gave it to me because I had the child. And so I'm just only saying to the people who have used the services, and I know a lot of people feel some type of way about it, and I feel it is it's kind of like a double-edged sword, because if you benefit from the service, now you're not on the service, or now that you can't have any more children or don't have any more children, you look down upon the people that was using the service that you benefit from it too. I don't feel like that's fair. That's not an even conversation. Because if you get pregnant right now, and this anybody, low class and middle class, if you physically not afford to pay for these doctor visits, you physically not pay for these services, what are you going to do? And I'm pretty sure you're going to go to public assistance and try to see who can help you, where you can have a healthy delivery, make your doctor's appointment, being able to get your WIC, and for your child to be nice and healthy. Even, let me touch on President Trump. The things that I have against what President Trump's saying, that you said able-bodied. Yes, I do get it, because it is some people who have abused the system and have abused the system for way too long. They have enabled themselves, not even though they able-bodied, and have not did anything with their life after having all these resources out here. They could have took a trade. They could have went to school. Here I was going to school and sleeping in my car when I got off third shift. Sleeping in my car because I was not afforded the opportunity to just say, and I wasn't raised that way, to just get on the system and just stay there. That's just not my story. For the people with a limited mindset and just feel like having multiple kids with a lack of support, haven't learned your lesson, and then President Trump gonna come out with, hey, guess what? We're not producing enough. I'm gonna give you all $1,000 to keep producing. Now, granted, we already statistically know, we didn't know, we stereotyped and thought it was the blacks who were benefiting from the Medicaid and the welfare and everything else. But it was on the other hand. But of course, that's why you can see more people that's non-black can benefit and have a family of 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Because guess what? Guess what his wife doing? His wife applying for the Medicare and the Medicaid, and while he got the 6-figure job, she's able to sit at home and do and take care of the children, because she don't have the stress of worrying about how they gonna have money for food. And she's shopping at the thrift store. Because guess what? That's already been their play. That's already been in the playbook.
Hold on. I want you to get off track now. I agree with you saying.
I'm not getting off track. I'm just only saying that when you're talking, and the lady on the video, she was talking, I'm just saying to those who are looking for these type of men.
There you go.
They didn't say whether they were white or black. And I'm saying it because I have always felt.
Why would a man want it? I want you to tell me why.
No, hold on. I'm not going. That's not what I'm saying. When you go and you're looking for these men, it's because that's in the playbook. And I think Funky Deneva, he did a commentary on it on YouTube. You have to just go to it and look. And he said, when black people go to school, they have been taught and molded to go to school to get a good job. Non-black people have been taught to go to school to meet them a husband. So guess what? I know a lot of successful non-black people that's married to the same people that's in the same industry. And guess what? The doctor might be married to a lawyer. Guess what? The lawyer don't practice. The doctor might be married to another doctor. She may or may not practice, or if she is practicing, it's very limited, because that man already know he is deemed to be the breadwinner. Where when you come to the black side of town, the black woman, she is the hard worker. She has been doing it on her own. She has been seeing it. So for the few a minute in the percentages of successful or wealthy black men, do you know how many go and choose a black woman? No, because they already have read the script that if they want something, they don't want to go with a black woman that got mouth, that's going to talk back, that's mean, that's angry, and they want to be able to go. So we already know when you're talking about race, non-black ones, they feel like, oh, we're not submissive enough. I'm gonna testify that I see some of my friends that they do stuff in a relationship I just know I'm currently not gonna do. I'm just currently not gonna take. I just know that I don't have to. But just for the sake of having a man, would I limit and shut my mouth and become a mute so I can let this man be the man just because he wants to be the one that's calling all the shots? But guess what? I'm not gonna work. I'm gonna sit there and just be a princess.
That's right. And do what you're told.
And do what I'm told.
That's right. Now, I want to ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Because you got a fat mouth too sometimes.
I sure do.
I want to ask you a question.
I sure do.
Tell me why would a man make 6 figure want a woman make $20,000, got 4 or 3, 4 kids? Why would he want her? Tell me why would he want her?
I can't answer that.
You can answer. Exactly.
No, I can't because I'm not in that category, so I can't answer that.
Oh, you can't think back there yet?
No, I can't because I wasn't messing with anybody that was making 6 figures and I was making 20 something. I can't answer that.
No, but I'm saying, why would a man want a woman in? We ain't gonna put no money amount on it.
Okay.
She got 4 kids, running around 4 miles to feed, 4 different baby daddy. Mm-hmm. Why would he want it? He high 6 figure. Why would he want that? Why would he want it?
I don't think it matters about that resume, Demetrius. I really truly don't. If you find somebody that you genuinely love, regardless of what they pedigree, I mean,
how you gonna love her?
Hold on, as a mama, do you want your son to be in a relationship? You would rather for them to have their own ready-made family. But because I was a single mom and I was dating, I knew somebody had to love me and love my child. So that, that wasn't, I can't say, and I wasn't where I would needed to be. I was in nursing school. So I shouldn't have been off the radar just because I had a baby by my ex-husband. That shouldn't have qualified me.
But you feel like a man making $2,000 or $3,000, you was in school and you got a baby, he should be looking at you? He should look at you?
Yes, he should look at me. Why should I be off the radar just because I had a child by my ex-husband? You were our ex-husband, and I feel like I was qualified. I hadn't made it yet. Yes, I was in school. So what you mean I had my brain aimed to something? I wasn't just waiting on him to come save me. I have never been a person that was looking for somebody to save me. Now, for the women who have allowed their looks to be able to get them into places, kudos to you. Kudos to you. But I am not one of those women that have allowed my looks to pay the part for me to be able to get into places. That just haven't been me. And again, I wasn't raised that way. Maybe if I had been around, some people or, some women in my life that, like said, hey, Andrew, keep yourself in nice, good shape now, making sure you, top tier on these things. Maybe that would have. But me as a woman now at 48 years old, I'm going to tell you what I did tell my little 20-year-old goddaughter. This is what I told her. I told her I wanted her to come to Georgia. I want her to be able I told my son, I wanted him to take her and show her what a date looks like. Because if you don't know about to set the tone for her, she's going to set it for herself. And you're going to aim low when you don't have no kind of idea of what life look like. When you only limited, some women, Demetrius, are just limited to their environment. But when you take a woman out that environment, it is some successful men that will take a woman and be able to upgrade. It is some men that don't care. They can get what they would go. I think you and I did a podcast about it before. It's some men that will take a woman that's a low-level job or a job with,
I got a ratchet mouth. I got a ratchet mouth too on.
I ain't necessarily saying she got a ratchet mouth, but I'm just saying it is more common for a highly successful man to go and get a woman and pull him up versus then a highly successful woman to go and get a man and pull him up. That normally don't typically.
Yeah, she can't get a man. The one that's successful can't get a man.
So okay then, but that's what I'm saying. So when you asking the highly successful women, that when you getting a man and you looking at and you a high achiever, that bracket is very limited and black men are not in there. I keep using this as an example. The brat and her wife Judy talked about that. Even when they went to go get sperm at the sperm bank, it was very limited of black men in the book. So they had to choose a non-black person to be the daddy because they were not donating. Do you know why that is?
What you saying? Black men ain't doing nothing wrong.
No.
That's wrong.
No, so they didn't get
I go up there and give them some mine. They want something.
Nah, you just an average Joe. They don't want an average Joe. They wanted a highly IQ man.
They want a high.
they highlight.
How about that damn baby? Let me call the people.
They wanted the man to have some good brown eyes. You know,
I got pretty eyes.
You wouldn't fit the bill.
Angie,
what
the outfit name? What the number?
You just average. You were just an average looking man, and I'm just telling you. And then you over the age gap. You over 50. They want some young, strong sperm.
Shit, I think I'm still good to go. Hey,
nah, baby.
How about they paying? They pay good money for it.
Yeah, they pay good money.
Shit, I bet pay them like get some of this. We have babies slide. I bet they would. All right. Well, we got this podcast. I'm getting a number from you. I'm going to the bank.
Okay, go to the bank. I would love for you to go to the bank, and I reap the benefits.
I'm going to low.
So
go ahead, change the subject.
Anyway, Michael, I'm just only saying that I know it's getting frustrating, especially when you meeting women who can't bring to the table. And if you and her get together, and more often than not, we have seen that the woman walks away with everything, and we see it with a Travis Hunter. Everybody going, upset and about him not signing a prenup. He this highly profile guy. He young, he in love. He's not looking at that. He's looking at somebody who stood by him. Even though I'm sure with her being a little bit older, somebody done planted the seeds in her head. Somebody done have talked to her and let her know the ins and outs and the do's and don'ts. That even if she physically not attracted to him, or even if she physically don't truly love him 100%, she still know how to walk away with a bag.
Yeah.
And that's unfortunately when he genuinely love her more. And we have been taught, the man supposed to be more in love with you than you is of him. And I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing, because
that's a bad thing.
Because this is the way I feel. And I'm saying it because I have a son. I want somebody that loves my child. And the reason why you want somebody to love your child, because when things get rocky, because they will, love is not going to, the love itself, but the looks are going to fade away. It's going to be some temperature that rise that you're going to want to know that keep you there. And if ain't no love and no compatibility there, no compassion there, then the person going to walk, they're going to leave. It's nothing going to be there to make them stay. And when you have lost all friendship, when you have lost all the trust, all the commitment, and nothing sustainable in the relationship, that person gonna walk anyway. You don't have to worry about it. They're gonna leave. Because they're gonna go where their attention is. And if their attention is not there, they're gonna go where it is. Not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just gonna say this is just true. That if the attention is not there, if the affection is not there, and appreciation is not there, they're gonna go and get that. And when they get that, it doesn't matter if this person works at Home Depot, they're gonna get it. So those of you men who thinking just because you're a wealthy man and you treating women like crap and you taking people for granted and you forgot how to be a gentleman, you forgot how to use communication skills, and you don't inconvenience yourself just because you think money rules it, I'm letting you know, I work in the ER. It's several highly successful men who have way more money. They come in there, drugs, alcohol, suicidal thoughts. All because the person decided to walk away. And you know why? Because they didn't date for love. They dated for looks. And that person decided the person was there for the ride and walked away.
Well, I'm gonna tell you how we're gonna stop this now.
Yes.
I'm gonna get me a trust set up for the family.
Yeah.
So who are we in? The grandfather in right now. I'm getting a trust set up. And what the trust gonna do?
The grandfather did.
Yeah, the grandfather in. The trust is anybody marry my daughter, granddaughter, my grandson, anybody, they're gonna sign a prenup. Mm-hmm. If the kids don't want to do it, you stay out the pot. I'm gonna protect mine. And men who wealthy, if a woman really love you, I make her ass sign a prenup. She had to sign. I wouldn't marry. I wouldn't marry. She got to sign a prenup. So to me, that keep her ass under control. She want to, like you saying, get crazy, ratchet mouth. She calm down then. If she love you, it should be no problem. Very rare a black man leave his wife. Now they will go mess around, brother. I know y'all will. I know, but high level men, most of the high level men, they ain't got time for that.
You got to be kidding. Did you just not see the Coldplay?
I say most of them.
No, that's not what you said. We just seen on Kiss Cam and the whole world saw it. So don't tell me.
I say most
I just
of
said,
them.
well, then don't say nothing about no high level men. I ain't doing. They are doing it.
I ain't say high men. I say most of them. I'm a high value man. I don't play around like that. Yeah. So I got friends that don't play around like that. I got boys. Hey, we strictly by the book. But I know what I knew now. I got me. Hold on, I ain't talking me and you. And me and you went together. I was another woman. She got to sell a prenup. Have daddy. You can't have me as you sell a prenup. And I was a single man.
You know what? Let me interrupt that. And Michael, Michael,
this is your boss, Michael. I'm gonna get you right,
Michael. Let me go. I'm saying this email because I know some more people out there.
Yeah.
Demetrius talk a big talk. And of course, Demetrius and I have been back together. Those of you who don't know our story, just go back to episode 1 and you will hear all the glitz and glamour and the gossip from the first episode, how Demetrius and I broke up, got a divorce, and got remarried. So therefore, when he is talking, we have been back together now almost 9 years. So since it's almost going on the 9 years, it's easy for him to say that because he done learned a lot of things. So he talking about from his current state of right now. Because even when him and I wasn't together, he still was not making those kind of decisions. He still was going off looks and love. He was not looking at the best interest for himself. He was not so I'm just only saying this to the people out there in radio, podcast land. You can go off love if you truly love somebody. My advice to you is making sure that these things are equal, not just about money. Because I'm gonna tell you, money can go and money can bring out some evilness in people. Evil. But when the money go, or even if they get their part of your money and go, you need to know what's gonna survive, what's gonna still sustain you. Because as you age, you're not gonna be able to do the even for Demetrius and I, when we was in our 20s and 30s, when I'm gonna say the teens and the 20s, those were Demetrius and I growing pain. If we could look back and run the time back now, a whole lot of things we wasted time. We wasted time that wasn't important. Those people that we was entertaining wasn't important. The things that we were doing wasn't important. What we should have been doing is just like what Demetrius said now. We should have been worried about putting the trust down. We should have been worried about leaving a legacy. We should have been worried about how to create generational wealth. Wall Street trapping his I don't know if they engaged or not, a girlfriend or fiance, Natalie. They just went, I think, to China or something. And he said both of them was, enjoyed looking at each other work their own individual businesses, meetings. And he said, and then they came together and they said, what kind of business are we going to do together before we leave here? That's what you call about generational wealth. That's what you call about being able to capitalize on your money. If you are more successful than the person you with, and that person is not willing to grow mentally, that's the wrong person.
But don't you agree, before you get tired of a person, you can tell they ain't ready to grow. You look at how they've been carrying themselves. You can look at a person to me and tell how they're living, where they trying to go.
No.
I don't mean because you got to go ahead.
No. I'm interjecting on it because and then I'll let you finish it. No, on that sense, because Demetrius, if you don't know, think about it. When the time that you and I reconnected, you didn't know anything about personal development books. You still had what we had when me and you were together the first time. But by the time I talked to you and explained why I was on the journey that I was on, entrepreneurship, personal development, you can grow somebody, because if they don't know, how would you have known? You hadn't been to California. The only reason that I knew because I had went outside of Abbeville.
Okay.
So what?
Yeah. Go ahead.
No,
go ahead. Finish the thing. Go ahead.
No, I'm asking you a question. Like, how would you be able to distinct that? Because the person could be a good person, But Demetrius, I wasn't exposed. How?
I can know about 5 minute conversation. Where you heading to now?
How?
I know. Say I met a person.
Yeah.
And I'm saying I'm in a bar.
Yeah.
I met a young lady. We talking, having a conversation, and she talking on this level. They trying to fool me. Some people try to fool you, pretend who they ain't.
Yeah.
But you get them talking about 5 or 10 minutes about themselves. Don't talk about yourself. Get them on themselves. And you can tell what kind of journey they go. I can't talk for everybody. I can tell what kind of journey.
Okay, what's some of the pointers then? What are some of the pointers for?
When they started talking, and they're telling you about where they came from, where they want to go, they had, they're telling me they want to grow. Now they come telling me, yeah, I'm doing this here, I got it going on, got this job, making this money, I got this here. I know that then they're full of shit. But somebody come to you and they're telling you that, I got 2 kids, I came out of a bad relationship, and right now I'm going to school. I'm trying to start this business, they're talking about what they're trying to grow. You can tell they want to go somewhere in life. That's how you can tell. That don't mean I want to be with them, but they got the right idea. A lot of women ain't got the right idea, honey, but all they do is see a man with money and a nice car. Do you know how many women I messed around with back in the day because I had a nice car?
Mm-hmm.
It's a car. Just a car did it.
Mm-hmm.
That's lame. Women shouldn't be like that. I didn't want now one of them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, me, I want a woman that gonna put up a fight, who's fighting for her life, who want to be somebody. Now I can grow with a woman. I can give a woman I ain't got that. I can do that, but I'm already gonna make it. You got to be a halfway down and pushing real hard to trick me. And most men like that. Them high value men, they got, and they think well better than I do. They got more money than I got. So of course they ain't gonna bother fool with nobody because a woman out there messing around in bars and stuff and clubs because they got a good job, they're a nurse. That ain't gonna do. You gotta come up more than that. Gotta come up more than that, Honey Bunch.
No, the only reason that I'm saying it because again, you judging it off the relationship you done been with the exposure of me. Prior to you meeting me, you didn't have nothing about having a business. So if somebody talked to you, you was able to fool them. You was able to talk to them because you had the job.
You couldn't fool nobody.
Hold on, wait a minute. You looked good on paper, but Demetrius, your mindset wasn't. When we talking about growing up and we talking about somebody meeting somebody, okay, say for instance, not me because I don't fit. I don't fit the bill. Say you and the attorney. Say you and an attorney. Say that you had met an attorney and she had did well or whatever. What do you think you and her have in common? Conversation.
She probably wouldn't be attracted. Back then, she wouldn't have been attracted to me. When I started running my mouth, she knew right then I was stuck in a workforce labor place.
Got it.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I mean,
wait a minute. No. I'm just talking about so the people can identify. Demetrius, like I said, you don't know where you at until somebody tell you. You feel like, oh, I'm doing good. When I was at Milliken, I was making decent
But when
money.
I really grow, so when you truck me on the stuff, I took it and ran with it. I took the football and I went to the end zone, scored a touchdown.
Wait a minute. That's not my. My question is,
yeah,
if Michael is talking to a potential girl, she's not right there yet. Based on what you said previous,
he should be able to tell you.
Hold on. You said, oh no, you don't want to talk to them. But if I gave you a chance, I could have said, no, Demetrius, I don't have time to look at you and wait till you
turn me down. You couldn't turn me down.
How come?
You can turn me down.
Why?
Two women can turn me down now. You couldn't turn me down. You might have thought you.
Yeah.
Honey, but calm down now. We do the podcast.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
I'm asking a question. If what? Michael is there with his Angela,
yeah,
and he's talking to her,
how many kids Angela got?
She has one like I had one. She's me in another way.
She got one foot in the door, one out. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, she's like me. She has the desire, but she just don't know how to get to the next level. She had a desire now, but
Is she submissive? Is she submissive?
She just like me.
Hell no. Hell.
You go. So you gonna tell Michael? You telling Michael to run?
I tell him to pay for the tab, get the hell out of there. That's what I tell him. What I tell you, Michael. Michael, I'm tell you. You say now she ain't submissive. I don't want a woman.
You know that you know that, right? Okay. All right, just let me know.
Hey, Michael. You listen to Angie, my wife, Angie, I got a good wife, y'all. I'm talking junk now. I'm talking junk. I got a good wife. But I'm talking about how I value a man to me. A man make high six figure. In the six figure. I mean, six figure higher. Mm-hmm. You got to be careful. Because every woman, I ain't say every woman, most women, where you going, depending where you going. You put another thing too. Most high value man ain't gonna be in the area where they kind of women anyway. Because he know what I know. He will be going around these trap clubs and these bars with women. I go around with suspect like doctors, like you said, lawyers. That's where I would go at. So
no, they be intimidated though, Demetrius. You know, like I know. That's what I'm saying.
Hold on, not a high value man. I ain't intimidated by no woman. Go ahead.
I'm saying I'm going by what you said, and I'm trying to. And I don't mean to cut you out, but I'm cutting you out.
Oh, you cut me out, baby.
Because I'm saying you remember when you said, "Oh, Angie, they don't mess with that kind of girl because she is a high value woman. They won't approach her. She young, you know." I'm speaking to those kind of women, like the attorney, I'm saying.
I'm talking about low value men intimidated by high value women.
Yes. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Not a man, say equal. He ain't intimidated.
No.
But a man, it said like me, okay. I met a woman, she made $1 million a year. Mm-hmm. That was it. And what I make. Most men be intimidated a woman like that.
Yeah.
Cause we have to say, what can I do? Cause men in our head, we think we got to take care of y'all. And most times we think it's money. But you gotta realize money ain't every damn thing. Woman might need somebody to take care of, like protect the house, cook for it. It can't be money. You say I know better than that. So I don't get caught in the money thing. That don't scare me. Woman got money. That don't bother me. Cause I know I can do other things that money can't do. Yeah. Yeah. So some men scared women like that. But most women ain't scared of a high value man. They think they can get it. They try. Then they get turned down. They feel they get mad. And Michael trying to say, I guess he said, "Hey man, no wrong, Michael. Read what you wrote in the letter." Like he tired of these women coming up to him, trying to get with him. Then he turning them down. They getting upset.
Yeah.
And that's what the woman said. You got out there on your back having all these damn babies. Get you a job. Go work. Then make you feel. If you love yourself, I tell you nothing. I left it out. If a woman love herself, a high value man can tell it. He knows she love herself. She ain't gonna do nothing to hurt herself. But most women don't love themselves. They love what you can do for them.
Yeah.
Think hard about it. Did you agree with that?
I do.
Damn. Michael, she being submissive.
No. I'm not.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I get from that my Michael letter, and I get from the lady what you're saying about women. And I what I would say to y'all ladies out there listening to this podcast, I know I'll be playing around a little bit, and I say the kind of things y'all might don't like. But I love y'all black women. But y'all, a lot of y'all, I ain't talking about that, and I be making comments about black women. I ain't beating y'all up, but some women, I'm talking to you. You ain't submissive. You got this attitude like somebody owe you some because you look good. Yeah, good. You look good, get you laid. A man, it get you on a vacation. A whole week laid up, living lifestyle, love you. But eventually that man will get tired of your looks, get tired of your sex. He'll let you go. But you was a good woman and you cared about yourself, and he knew that. He'll think about it a little while. Man, there's something about this woman. She ain't like the rest of them. But most of y'all, when it comes to money, y'all like the rest of them. You see them things be on YouTube. They be playing pranks on women. Boy, put in a nice car.
Yeah.
And the women try to talk to him. Hey, they want to talk to him. I got a man.
Mm-hmm.
All of that. They say, okay, then so the man go get a car. Hey, that's your car. Mm-hmm. That's just the lamest junk for women to think that way. I mean, think like that.
Yeah.
What you think on the butt? I mean, I gotta give you some. Get you some.
A lot of our young women, and in this generation, You know, Demetrius, you have to look back at the average grandmother is younger than 35 years old now. At one time, 35, and then at one time it used to be 45. But you have to think about the average person, the average now, that a person can become a mother herself, depending on when her cycle start, is 15 years old. So I want you to think about that because you got 2 grandgirls. And the oldest one is 11. By the time, if mentally wise, that statistic wise, she can have her prediction is based on her income and demographic area where she live in her zoning. The low income areas, middle class areas, Demetrius' projection is pregnancy at 15. And if it's already pregnancy at 15, then that means the mama's only 30 because she had them when she was 15. I'm just getting hypothetical numbers. Which means that if your babies, our girls only have till the age of 15 before they even the mental capacity, that what you think they learning and being exposed to? Our goal is a Black nation, and I know I'm not speaking for everybody. I'm mostly speak for those of us who having a change in mindset, who talking about being in a high income earner or being able to leave legacy or to change. Because a lot of us are first generation. You know, Demetrius, I met a girl that's a physician assistant yesterday, and she said, I'm a first gen. Because I say, is anybody else in your family doing medical? She said, no, I'm a first gen, meaning first generation. So, you know, Demetrius, if you the first generation, and you trying to break that cycle, that's gonna be hard because a lot of time when you the first generation, you end up going broke trying to help everybody else out because you want everybody to experience this other new lifestyle. You know, you've been trying to do everything with, hey, come this way, learn about this, learn about that. But when they resistant to it, the resistance, that's what hurt us. That we have to get our Black girls to stop looking at becoming early baby mamas. Stop looking at a lot of daddies are not a lot of daddies are not in these people's lives, and they looking for these substitute father figures. And you know, older men are taking advantage of the younger women being a father figure. And these older men are going out there seducing these younger girls because the young girls know they don't have it. The older man know he already done kind of like did whatever with his life. He have the money, he have the access. So it's intriguing to a young girl, but not a girl his age because she ain't about it. But again, you know, being able, I touch more on that on the next podcast, but you know, when we do a reaction, but being able to look at it. So ladies, if you are listening to what that lady said and you listening to what Michael is saying, don't be that lady that come off that, you know, if it's a genuinely love and respect, teach yourself how to be self-sufficient. Teach yourself how to be able to not depend on nobody else's money. Demetrius and I relationship works because we know that either one of us don't need each other in order for us to survive. When I was with Demetrius before, and as a younger girl, then I didn't have any guidance because whatever he said, I just went with it. But as I became older and matured into my own young lady, in my own womanhood, I began to know I wanted things differently. And I wanted to know the things that Angie wanted and desired for herself. And ladies, if you depending on a person, then you better be willing to be able to do it by their rules and their way and deviate that. But if you gonna think you're gonna get these people money and make a fool out of them, if you think you're gonna, you know, get them and run the game on them, or if you thinking that, oh, okay, I just go somebody else. But I'm already telling you, if you can't be able to make peace with them, be coming with you a strategy to get out that relationship and learn how to be self-sufficient. That's what I want all women to do, Demetrius. That way, when you do meet a young man,
there you go.
You able to bring something to the table. Again, I have a son. I tell my son that, You don't want to be the one that, you making good money right now. But what happens if something happened to your job? What happened about you? What if you be in a car accident? Who's gonna be able to keep? Because if you lead with taking care of women, what's gonna happen if something happened to you? And if that's how the woman know, if you taking care of them, I'm gonna let you know it's gonna be short-lived, because she gonna go, because that's the mentality and the magnet that you have sent out. She's gonna go to the next person to take care of her, and she's gonna leave you. Now somebody else having to pick up who coming in, and I'm letting you know that's gonna be very hard for somebody to genuinely love you, take care of you in this state that you're in. So you all don't look at it as you healthy. I want you to look at that if life hands you lemons, can you really make lemonade, or are you really going to be sour about your decision? And again, Demetrius and I are speaking because we was young and was together. Now we old and we together. And I'm telling you, the conversations are very different from when we were together the first time and that we together now. And it's a difference in the mindset. You're not going to always be young. The sex is not always going to be top tier. Your health going to be failing. You want to know, okay, then, can this person go and pick my medicine up? If something happened to me, any kind of changes, I start showing signs of stroke. If I start having bowel movements, if I lose, health issues, when those things come, is this person still willing to be by your side? And I can tell you, those of you who going with superficial women and you living on looks, they gonna leave. They don't have time. So that's my story, Demetrius, and I'm sticking to it.
I just told you sticking to it. Well, I'm
straight up. Straight up.
No, but like you told the women, and I want to add to that by, tell them to, get their stuff together. I think women, when you get a relationship, most men ain't there. A lot of women help a man get what he need to get to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you need to be helping yourself. Don't help him to get there and let you sit back. Then he get on top. Most women do the same thing. They get on top. Then they look at you a different kind of way. Y'all work together. You get your ducks in order. He get his ducks in order.
Yeah.
So y'all have something together. Be a team. Don't be a one man. Let the man be a man, but be able to contribute to the family. Mm-hmm. I know I know clean the house and all that's good, but you still better bring income in. Let the man know that you can do it. If something happened to him, you got his back. Cause 9 out 10, the man got your back. Let him know you got his back somehow. Mm-hmm. Do you get down about?
Yeah. I have to.
But some women are like that. They want to go to. First, I can't with that about this good sex and all the head game and all that old crap. Nobody got time with that, man. When you got a man.
But depending on the age group, that's what I'm saying, Demetrius. Yeah. In our 20s, yes, that was important. And you wasn't thinking about growing old and going gracefully. But by the time has ran out and pivot, I say by the time you in your, I'm gonna say 35, you start looking at life a little different. You're not worried about bouncing around, being in different people's beds and looking to see who head game, who does who that. I mean, sex is important. I'm not knocking that sex ain't. Connection is important. Attraction is important.
Yeah.
But if you make those things the top tier of your relationship, Demetrius, they're going to be short-lived, because it's going to come a time that sex is not going to be there. It's going to come a time that illness is going to come, Demetrius. That person that was so drop-dead gorgeous, she's not going to be as sexual as she once was. And you have to be able to ask yourself, can I still contain myself? Or am I just going to keep going out the relationship? Demetrius, we know what going out the relationship is. That's short-lived too. Yeah, that you out here and you with this person, and yeah, they'll mess with you long as you got other people. But Demetrius, at the end of the day, them people gonna want you for themselves. And the thing is, you're not gonna be wanting to tie down. You gonna probably just like the sex, but you're not willing to stay. Certain things you're not gonna be, they good in the sex, but they're not good as a human being that you want to spend the rest of your life with.
Exactly.
It's several people like that. And that's the part that I'm talking about. That if you looking at the people and you looking at the cars and the cars are attracting you, but Demetrius, you realize, like, you know what, I don't like this person because, this person is a narcissist, or this person is self-absorbing, this person is, you know, he not kind, he mean to people. Demetrius, that is not an attractive look. So I don't care about your Rolls Royce. I don't care about your Lambo. If I'm with you and you can't talk to
Rolex.
if you can't talk to people right, if you can't open the door for the next lady behind you, I don't want to be with a person that can't show kindness to other people. Those are the things that I'm talking about. Your characteristics, those are things that money can't buy. And if you looking for a high value man, don't lead with being a person that's after money. Lead with a person that genuinely care. Because I promise you, and this goes for women, this goes for men, if you with somebody and you attracted to them, the money gonna come, the sex gonna come. You ain't got to rush none of it. Because if you in a relationship long enough, sex gonna come anyway. If you in a relationship and y'all, you know, going out on dates and stuff, the money's gonna come anyway. You know, the interaction of buying things or taking trips, that's gonna come anyway. But don't you all get so head over heels about this fake social media, because again, people done took 300 or 400 pictures before they got to the one that they like, before they posted, and they are not living that life. And I'm telling you that because I do it myself. I done walked around the gym 50 times before I go ahead and I record myself doing that one jump rope that was able to keep going. So I'm saying that if this stage, don't make that your reality.
Hey, last question. Last thing I'm gonna say, then we're gonna close this thing out.
Yeah.
Time schedule is thinking. Michael and other men out there, women too. I mean, it go both ways. I think, in my opinion, if somebody really love you, they love you for who you are. But you ain't show, make them start a prenup. Hey, you know, if you love that person and they say they love you, make them start a prenup. If you got everything to lose, they ain't got nothing to lose, make them start a prenup.
Yeah.
That's what I say. Now, y'all women gonna cuss me out. So men might get mad about it. I don't know. But I think to protect my family, especially you got money in your family, you got to protect it. I'm gonna protect mine. I'm not gonna be forever, but I'm gonna take mine in the trust. And so, hey, another thing I want to say y'all too. What me and my wife talk about him, we ain't no professionals, so don't do nothing I told you to do. I'm just saying what I would do.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would do. I'm gonna sign a prenup, and I just, you know, you just gonna have to, man, you going high value man who think you high value man. Put yourself around these women that you want to find. Don't go around and you around them kind of women. That means every day you must got a mindset. You might go. You want a woman like that. You might say you don't, but you around them. Mm-hmm. Women like that should run into you. You a high value man. You need to be in a high value place.
Period.
You drive high value car.
Period. What the young people say, clock it.
Yeah, you drive high value car. Got a high value house. Well, hang around high value place. Don't go try to find no weak minded women. Use your money on them. You gonna get what you're looking for. So on that note, damn, let Honey Bunch close it out because she clapping her hand. I must did a good job this last second. Y'all, I love y'all. Hey, share this video. Please like it and pass it to a friend. Because somebody you know, a woman, a man, one of them know you need to hear this. Honey Bunch, you close it out. Do your thing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna concur with what Demetrius just said. You all, that Demetrius and I are not licensed professionals. So when we giving advice, we giving our lead life experience podcast perception off of it.
Yeah.
But take what we said and at least think about it. And we do things that's probe a thought that make you think about it, because you could be looking things as superficial. You could just be looking at the looks. You could be looking at other things. And I'm gonna say this because somebody told it to me, that they were so caught up. And this is when I crossed paths with other people, and when I wondered why relationships that I was in didn't last. And majority of other people, when we did cross paths again, and you begin to look at, or you begin to ask, like, what happened? And they said, Angie, I was focusing on the 10%, and I didn't look at the 90. So you all, I'm gonna leave you all with that, because you could be looking at the 10% of what somebody doing in a relationship, and you overlooking the 90% of other things that they doing well. Because you can teach people the growth and personal development, Demetrius and I approve. You can expose people to the way that you're going. But if they have shown you that they don't want that new life that you're trying to go and they're not going the same direction, you have to make a decision. And sometimes it's heartbreaking, but you have to stop the love to be able to go and find somebody else who's living the life you is. Because when you think you're going to change somebody, that is going to be your biggest struggle, trying to find somebody and force them to be, I'm saying it because I have friends that's in the ministry and they trying to force people to be in the ministry and they're not. That's such a dragging, depressing feeling when you know the right way, but they tend to go do the opposite way, and you all are not y'all unequally yoked. If you know you like porn and this other person like the strip club, and you all thinking that, oh, well, when we get together, they ain't gonna watch no more porn and they ain't going no more strip club. I'm telling you right now, that ain't gonna happen. Unless they have physically already parted ways with the porn and the strip club, they're gonna keep going. Cause they gonna see they ain't see nothing wrong with it. They think you met me, I was at the strip club. Ain't that right, Demetrius? You met me, I was watching porn. Yeah, exactly. How you think you gonna come? You can't come and change me. So even though that person might have some good qualities, but if you know that's something that you can't deal with and that's a non-negotiable, see, some of you all don't have any non-negotiables, but if you were to put some in place, I promise you those non-negotiables mean every mean necessary. I am not going to go against what my vow is. If you know you a drinker and that person ain't a drinker and you thinking that non-drinker thinks she going to stop you from drinking, that's a non-negotiable. Don't even talk to them. Because you're wasting your time if you think you're going to get them and get them later. And I'm telling you, it's going to be a fight at the end. It's going to be an argument. It's going to be a lot of resentment. If you know they wasn't going out before, don't even you thinking that couch potato going to come all of a sudden start coming and y'all going on all these dates. Look at what you have and being able to call it what it is, because if you don't, you're going to be in for a rude awakening if you think they're going to mysteriously do this whole big old change and your life is going to be resentful. Michael, if that's you, like if you doing what Demetrius said you doing, you lean and you because you're a high value person, you keep exposing yourself around these low value women that you calling them, and all of them looking at you because you looking at them because they got multiple baby daddies and all that. Get from around them, because see you sticking out like a sore thumb.
That's right.
Stay off and around them. But you going because your confidence. You going because you feel comfortable around those type of women for them to gloat about you.
That's what's going on. Men do that.
Yeah, you intimidated when you going around other high profile business like Demetrius. Demetrius can attest. He went to me and him had agreed I had something to do, so Demetrius had to go along, and he went to that event by himself. He was like, Angie, I had to kind of like just mingle in, and I was like, well, I paid for you, VIP Demetrius, so you supposed to sit near the front. And because he have never did it by himself, he was a little shell shocked because he used to me being there with him. He used to me doing the talking and the navigating, but he had to do it on his own. So of course it's gonna be uncomfortable, Demetrius, to him. Uncomfortable is gonna be a little fear because you ain't never been there around, those many other people. And then the thing is, Demetrius, you're not the only wealthy man there. See, he going to these places where he the wealthy man. He the only one there.
That's right.
So he able to pop
down like a challenge.
Yeah, he able to pop his collar and be the fresh meat there. So
hold on, Michael. We ain't saying you doing that, Michael. We just talking about men who do that. Michael, talking about you talking about him.
Well, Michael, I'm sorry. I thought that Demetrius was saying that you had included that. That's what you was doing.
No, I'm saying I'm talking about men. I'm telling not to be that guy.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Michael. I take it back. I was under the impression that he was saying that's what you was doing, and I was concurring that that's why you were attracting those people, because you're showing up in there where they are. But if you are looking for this, go to anybody, women or men, if you are really trying to go higher, and I know it's intimidating, it's scary. And I said it because even I told Demetrius, I said, Demetrius, I'm trying to go to school for my master's. It's scary because I got to start hanging around people that have master's degrees now. And it's scary because I have been living and operating off an associate's, and I have convinced myself I don't have to get no higher degree. I'm good doing where I'm at. But then when I got turned down jobs, it matters. So I'm just only saying that changing your industry, changing where you are, and changing where you placing yourself. Be strategic. Be strategic on your dating. Be strategic and only go to bars. If you a bar, go to bars. Only go to bars, like especially if you in Georgia, Demetrius. What's the name of that bar we went to, Demetrius? Downtown that we took Angelina.
One is Superman.
Yeah, no. I think it's Spaceman.
Spaceman.
yeah.
Spaceman, yeah.
So you would consider that a high profile place,
yeah.
right? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So again, you want to go to these restaurants?
Oh
yeah, yes. So
Frankie's. Yeah.
So go to no, you remember that club, the Buckhead club that you can't get in there. You remember that, Demetrius? I told you I went to that club, that country club at Buckhead, and you couldn't get in. The only way I was able to get in there because somebody else was able to get in.
Yeah.
So I'm just only saying that if you're trying to change your environment, go where the regular smuggler people can't get to. Don't be going to your local bars or your Applebee's and your bars. Just go to where selective people gonna be there. And I'm telling you, these high profile gyms that cost $300 to get in, since you wealthy, pay for the exposure. And I want you all to think about that. And I'm gonna do this, and I promise I'm gonna close it out. I want y'all to think about Shannon Sharp. I'm not saying what Shannon Sharp did was, I'm not blaming the right or the wrong on it because we already have our personal intake because the girl was legal. So that's all we can say on it. But I want you all to think about, look at how that young girl strategically placed herself. 19 years old, around high qualified men in the restaurant. The hotel that she was at that same hotel where Shannon was staying at now, with high profile men. So everybody mad at the girl. Why? If she knew that's what she was on, look how she strategically placed herself. Number one, she was on OnlyFans. Number two, she was around in hotels that was high. Now I don't know if she could afford to be there or not, even if she couldn't afford but one night. But look what she got out of it: over $20 million. Never got to work and show her body again on OnlyFans. I'm not saying that's right now. Not like I said. I'm just telling you about strategically placing yourself around people that can notice you for your value. Again, not saying it's right. Y'all better use spirit of discernment. My name is Angie, and this is my time. And Demetrius is our co-host. And we are what makes up the Lead Life Experience podcast. And if you enjoy what you heard, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And again, if you would like to be a guest, do so by texting 833-370-1608. Put relationships without an S in the comment. This is the Lead Life Experience podcast.
Hi everyone, I hope you have enjoyed the episode so far. You are here with the Lead Life Experiences. And remember, if you want to get your topics discussed or get our opinion or our perspective, join us text us at 833-370-1608 and put relationships in the comment.